Alrighty. I think we're just about ready to start things off today. Let me just adjust my microphone really quick and then we can begin. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my Come Hang Out live streams where we just kind of sit around and hang out and talk about whatever's been going on in the Ninjago scene and literally anything else. Hopefully, you guys are having a pretty good day today. Today is Monday, December 6th. Very cold Monday today. Very, very cold here where I live. Right now it's about 5 degrees outside and it's set to go below zero later tonight. So definitely going to be bundling up here today. For our streaming schedule, let's go over that really quick. This is our streaming schedule. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab, which is always a good thing to check if I'm never here during the aforementioned streaming time. Feel free to check over there. Why don't we start on season 9 images today? I feel like we haven't covered season 9 pictures in a while, so let's do that. Whew, as I take a sip of my water. Yeah, it's very cold today. Where do I live that it's so cold? Middle of Wisconsin right now. That's where I'm currently positioned. Yeah, snowed a lot this weekend and it's very cold. Today and tomorrow it's supposed to be very, very cold. But later on in the week, around like Wednesday or so, it's supposed to start warming up. We're supposed to get up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, they said, later this week. So that's good. For the time being, though, very cold here in my room. Very cold throughout the entire apartment. Just because it's very cold around here. So, live in Miami. Yeah, I'm sure it's nice and warm over in Miami, Florida. I've never been to Miami, Florida. I don't really plan on heading over to Florida anytime soon. But yeah, in terms of today's stream, I got nothing for you guys. Nothing planned. Just figured we could casually hang out and chit-chat about whatever's been going on, whatever you guys want to talk about. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them my way. And if you ever want to see a different background, during the stream, feel free to ask and we can totally switch things up. Live in Los Angeles. I've been to LA a couple of times, during the summer as well, and that wasn't super fun. You're in New Jersey, cold and wet. Yeah, I've been to Jersey only once when I was maybe around 14, 15. On my way through to New York, I went to New Jersey. Didn't really stay there for long, but let's see. Get some heating stuff. Yep. The heat's working best it can. But sometimes the heat does kind of back off a little bit, which gives the cold a chance to take over. But we'll be fine, myself and the cats. We will be totally A-okay. So, waiting for Season 16. Hope it comes out soon. Yeah, I mean, Season 16 should be right around the corner. I mean, first we're probably going to see those 2022 short films that Lego's working on, but then after that we'll probably see Ninjago season 16 or season 15, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter to me. You guys can call it whatever you'd like. Where's Waffle? She's around here somewhere. Have not seen her in a minute, but she's probably hiding somewhere. She has this new thing where she hides under the bed, so that's where she's probably at right now. Year's almost over. Oh yeah. Year's almost over. Almost 2022. Looking forward to that. Let's see. Never been to Miami. You're missing out. Yeah, I don't really plan on going to Miami anytime soon, but I would like to visit Florida at some point before I perish, I suppose. Probably going to be a little longer until that happens, but you never know. Do I know where Momo is? I do not. No cat owners know where their cats are. Momo's probably around here somewhere too. They don't really have a lot of places to go. The apartment isn't that big, so they're probably around here somewhere. Usually they pop out and, be like, oh, surprise, this is where I was the whole time. It's like, that's where you were. You had me worried there. Favorite Christmas movie? Oh yeah, I suppose we can start talking about that kind of stuff. It is December. Favorite Christmas movie? First thing that comes to mind is Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a classic. I'm not a big fan of Home Alone, to be honest. I mean, Macaulay Culkin. There's only so much of Macaulay Culkin that I can, handle throughout one sitting. We have a 99-cent donation from Dylan. Thank you very much for the 99 cents. That'll go towards the channel. Thank you very much, Dylan, for your generous donation. Thank you very much. Elf is God tier. Yeah, Elf is fine. Will Ferrell. I like Will Ferrell. He's fine. He's a fun actor.
Pizza time.
Yeah, pizza time. Thank you, Dylan, for the 99 cents once again. Polar Express, I have not cared for ever since it came out. I watched it when it came out, didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. I really don't like Polar Express. I know that's kind of a controversial opinion when it comes to Christmas films, but I just don't like it all that much. Jingle All the Way is super funny because it has Arnold in it. Let's see. What other Christmas movies are there? I did watch Iron Man 3 recently, because I watch that every year for Christmas. If you guys have seen Iron Man 3, it's kind of like a Christmas-y movie. So, Nightmare Before Christmas. I have not seen that in a very, very long time. I need to rewatch that at some point. Ever seen Klaus? I have not. I don't recognize that title. Hawkeye's a Christmas series. It is indeed. Looking forward to finishing that. New episode comes out, tomorrow? Tomorrow night, like at 2 a.m. for me. Usually that's when those Disney Plus episodes drop. Yeah. I'm probably going to watch a lot more Christmas movies when it gets closer to Christmas time. But I suppose we can start talking about that because, it is December. Oh, hi, Waffle. There you are. She comes crawling out from under the bed. Creepy. Hi, Waffle. How you doing? How's a good kitty? And she jumps on top of the bed. All right, so she went from under the bed to on top of the bed. Cool beans. Excellent. Have I seen The Grinch with Jim Carrey? Yeah, I saw that a while back. Rewatched it last year, and it's not as good as I remember it. It's actually kind of creepy. I mean, Jim Carrey's fine as an actor, but I just don't like that movie all that much. I much prefer the animated Grinch that came out, in the 60s? I have that on the Blu-ray. Do I have any Ninjago comics backgrounds? I have Spinjitzu Brothers. Could do that. Not the best quality images of Spinjitzu Brothers, but Die Hard best Christmas movie. I can agree with that. Die Hard's pretty cool. Not any of the Die Hard sequels, but Die Hard 1, yes, that's an excellent film. Excellent film. Let's see. Mods in your server. Change the server name to KFC server, which is awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm not in my Discord server very often. I'm not really familiar with the goings-on around there. Should probably check into there every now and then, but, as I've said a million times before, I just don't really like Discord all that much. It's probably my least favorite social media. Newer Grinch movie. Yeah, the one where Benedict Cumberbatch plays the Grinch. I've not seen that. I kind of avoided that. It's from a studio that I really don't care for and that I really don't like, so I have not watched that. I much prefer the Grinch from the 60s, It's kind of short, but it's a classic. It's a Christmas classic. Have I watched Squid Game, and if so, what episode am I on? I've finished the first season of Squid Game. Watched that with my roommates a few months back, or whenever it came out. We kind of binged it over the course of several days. Yeah, I liked it. It was okay. Had some stuff that I really didn't like towards the end, but other than that, I thought it was a pretty well done series. Squid Game. Me want to watch season 16 now. Oh yeah, I agree. We need a new season as soon as possible, but I'm glad that they're taking their time with it, I'd rather it be, delayed a little bit and, have it be great than have it be rushed out and be terrible. Just my thoughts on it. I'd be fine waiting if that means we can get a better season. I don't mind waiting for better quality. Am I familiar with the CW's Arrowverse, and if so, what are my thoughts on it? I'm familiar with it. I know some of the shows that are involved in that little universe. I've only seen, I think, a few episodes of Arrow and a few episodes of Flash, so I'm not super, into the series, but from what I watched, it was perfectly fine. I would watch more, I just don't have a lot of free time, and, I'd rather spend my time watching other shows, as opposed to watching some of those. Not to say they're bad, just not really my thing. Season 3 picks, sure. Rebooted. The season that everybody likes to hate on now. Everyone loved it when it came out, but now it's like, you know what, Rebooted's trash. I don't mind Rebooted. Rebooted's pretty cool. It has one of the best openings out of any Ninjago season, in my opinion. The first couple of episodes of Rebooted are god tier. Just my opinion, of course. Pretty sure Tommy Andreasen said some of the Evo stuff will be canon. He did say that. That's actually going to be the subject of the video that's coming out tomorrow on this channel. Yeah, if you guys have been keeping up with Ninjago set information and what's been going on with that, the new line of set images just got revealed officially by LEGO, and the community is very much mixed on them, I suppose. But Tommy Andreasen, one of the co-creators of the entire Ninjago series, came out recently and said that some of those sets will in fact be involved with the next season of Ninjago, which is interesting. He didn't say all of the sets, but some of them. Makes me think, you know what? Some of those sets are going to be appearing in the next season, which I think is okay. Doesn't mean that those sets are specifically designed for that next season, if you catch my drift there. Some of those sets will just be appearing in the next season. Not sure which ones, not sure in what capacity they will appear. All we know is that they are going to be appearing in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. I'd probably like to see the Ultra Ninja Combo mech or whatever it's called be, involved in the new season, but that's just me. What do I think the 2022 shorts will be about? In my opinion, they're probably going to be a little similar to the Legacy shorts that we got when Ninjago Legacy was first coming out. They kind of made an episode or a short movie based around each set. You know what I'm saying? So like each set had its own short film to accompany it, or something similar to that. They'll probably do something along those lines, maybe give each one of the new sets their own short film. So for example, the little Lloyd Jr.'s mech will have its own short, and then the Ultra Ninja Combo mech will have one, and then maybe they'll do a short at the very end where all the sets come together and it's just this big battle against the orange snake guys. That could be kind of cool. Again, just what I think they're going to be, not a confirmation or anything like that. Not official information, just speculation on my end. Let's see. Have I seen Transformers Prime? Yes, I have seen Transformers Prime. Watched that when it was coming out. I really enjoyed it. Kind of want to get the DVD box sets of it so I can watch it again. But yeah, I have seen Transformers Prime. It's one of the better Transformers shows. Of course, if you don't know, I'm a pretty big Transformers fan. So yeah, I've seen a lot of the shows. Not all of them, but a fair number. Yes, this is a stream indeed. Some of you guys are asking if this is a video or a stream. It's a stream. I can see you all here live. I can see you. Not, physically. That's kind of creepy, but I can see you in the chat. I'm not spying on you. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. Let's see. All of the Evo sets pretty much have those new Serpentines, so maybe they're still the villains. I mean, that could be. From what it sounds like, the Serpentine were chosen for the Evo sets, the Evo sets, because they tested well with, the target demographic for those sets, which are kids. Kids immediately recognize snakes as being part of Ninjago when it comes to Lego, so they just decided to pick the most generic bad guys possible for these new sets. And thus, this new group of orange snake people came into existence. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be actually appearing in Season 16, but if they do, like I said, I would not be surprised. Pixel or Kai. In terms of a character, I think Kai's had more of a chance to make, a name for himself, but Pixel's still pretty cool. I love how we're getting a new Pixel figure in these new sets. In the Ninja Dojo Temple, that's always nice to see. Pixel getting an upgrade. Can't really complain about that. Am I tired of the snakes yet? I mean, snakes again is kind of repetitive. We just had snake-style villains with Seabound, so it is kind of repetitive, I guess, but I get why they're doing it. Can't really complain too much about that. Doesn't hurt to have more, generic snake guys for my ever-growing Serpentine army. The amount of Hydro snakes, or whatever you want to call them, that I have in my collection right now is insane. Because they include like 1 or 2 in every single Seabound set. And I have all of the Seabound sets right now except for the Water Dragon. So I do have a small little army of Hydro snakes, or whatever you want to call them. Hydro, whatever. Not sure if they have an official name. Let's see. Comment that one was, what if Garmadon raised Lloyd? Already finished part of it. That could be a pretty cool story. I'm excited to see how that turns out. What if Garmadon raised Lloyd? I don't know. Would Lloyd still become a good guy and stick with Destiny, or would he defy Destiny and follow in his father's footsteps even further? That's a pretty interesting story. I'm excited to see how that turns out. You're going to have to send me that when you get it completed. What do I think about the Transformers Animated Christmas two-parter Human Error? That's a pretty cool episode. I rewatched all of Animated recently because I just got the DVD box set. Rewatched it a couple months back for the first time since I was a kid. Yeah, I liked that two-part episode. Kind of weird, kind of trippy a little bit, but you know what? It still was fun. I had a fun time with it, so can't really complain too much about it. I love how Optimus Prime looks as a human. That's pretty funny. Reminds me of that old G1 episode where the same thing happened, or a similar thing happened. In which set can I find the Overlord? Let's see. The original Overlord can be found in the Battle for Ninjago City set. I think that's where you can find the earliest example of an Overlord figure. You can also get him in some of the new Legacy stuff. Golden Dragon, Overlord Dragon. I think he comes in the Thunder Raider as well. So a couple of different options if you're trying to get your hands on an Overlord figure. Let's see. Skylar needs her own focus season. I mean, I wouldn't complain. I like Skylar. She should totally be in the show more. That could be fun, right? That'd be nice. Do I think Pixel needs a season? I think if they made a season based on Pixel, it wouldn't be terrible. That wouldn't be an awful idea for Ninjago to do. Will it happen? Probably not, but I don't think that would hurt. I think Pixel could totally carry a season on her own. It would kind of be similar to Rebooted in a way. Maybe the villains could be technology based. Yeah, I think that could totally work. Did I see the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 teaser? I did see that. The original Spider-Verse movie is, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man film out there so far. Have not seen No Way Home yet as of the time of recording, or streaming, I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel, and apparently it's going to be part 1 of a 2-part movie, which is kind of interesting. Didn't really expect that, but yeah, I'm excited for it. It looks awesome. Can't wait to watch it. When does that come out? Isn't it October 2022, if I'm remembering correctly? I think it was originally April, but it got delayed because of the, unspecified virus of unknown origin, I suppose. Snakes from Seabound are the Moray Guards. That's right. I'm not a big fan of that name. I just kind of prefer calling them the Hydro Snake guys or the Hydro Eel guys. Whatever works. Either way, I do have an army of them, so the army will never be defeated. October? Yes, sounds good. Looking forward to that. Can we do the best bound season poll, like Seabound or Skybound? I mean, sure, why not? It's been a minute since we've done a poll, right? I'm just going to say best season of these two, and then you guys can take a vote. This is a debate that I see a lot in the community. What's better, Skybound or Seabound? Let's see what you guys have to say about it. Best season of these two. Enjoy. You'll see that poll in the chat very soon. What are my thoughts on Seabound? Rating 1 to 10. I think Seabound's about maybe an 8. Maybe a 7.5 or an 8. It's pretty good, but there are some episodes that I, remember not liking, and it is what it is. I liked Seabound enough, I guess. It was a pretty good season, all things considered. Season 11 pictures? Sure. We've been stuck on Season 3 for a while. Season 11. I'm pretty sure there's more Fire chapter pictures than Ice chapter pictures. Might need to fix that at some point. These are the 2 seasons where Nia died. What a coincidence. Heard it here first, folks. If there's ever a season that ends with the word bound, Nia's probably gonna die in it. How about that? Voted for a random one because both are equally as good. That's fair. Yeah, both of these seasons are pretty good. I could basically put, one above the other depending on what day of the week it is, honestly. Do I wish that Zane's Falcon would return? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have Zane's Falcon back in the series. I wouldn't mind that at all. Not sure if that's a priority, though, but if that were to happen, I wouldn't complain. Let's see. Give me a Skylar focus season. Need to see more of the Queen. I mean, why not, right? I think Skylar could handle a season on her own. I would very much like her to be in the series more, and rumor has it she will be in the series a little more, starting with whatchamacallit, season 16 or whatever you want to call it, the next season. Am I ready for Spider-Man No Way Home? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was just thinking today, wow, it's like 10 days away. That's crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Did I see the new Christmas set? All the Golden Ninja plus Wu and Misako were in it. Yeah, I saw that. Tommy Andreessen just posted a picture on his Twitter that he got a set, or got a copy of that set. That set is unfortunately only available to LEGO employees, so I don't think it's available to the general public. I'm sure somehow they will end up on, third-party markets such as eBay eventually, but yeah, it looks kind of cool. The good thing about that set, though, is that there are no exclusive figures in it or anything like that. All of the Golden Ninja are in it, sure. You can find those in other sets, though. So it's not that big of a loss. It is a pretty cool set, though, I will say. It's not too bad of a set. Is Kat joining? No, she's got work right now. We were actually at the doctor's with her this past weekend. She hurt her foot, unfortunately. So she's good. She can still walk or whatever. She's still perfectly able to work. I think she just kind of sprained it. So that was the big deal this weekend, was that she hurt her foot, unfortunately. Season 4 pictures. Okay, we can do tournament. I like tournament. The Falcon literally fell into a giant hole and the ninja just forgot about it. I mean, same could be said about Echo Zane, Echo Zane, there's no way that they don't remember that he's still in that lighthouse. They could have totally went back and picked him up. Who's to say that they haven't yet? Maybe he's going to pop up in the series at some point. Who's to say? What does Kat do for work? She works for a cleaning company that kind of travel around the area and clean hospitals, other businesses, stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of walking on her end. So that's probably why she sprained her ankle, unfortunately. Did Dr. Julian pass away? Yeah, in between seasons 2 and 3, he just kind of randomly died again, and the ninja were like, oh, sorry about your dad, Zane. He died off screen again. Whoopsie daisy, or something along those lines. Dr. Julian has not had it well in the Ninjago series. He's kind of had a rough time, so yeah, rest in spaghetti, Dr. Julian. Never forgetty. Do I like season 4? Yeah, I love season 4. It's actually my favorite Ninjago season. I think it's awesome. Totally would watch it again. In fact, I could. It's all on Netflix. How about that? Thoughts on the Ninjago movie? Very criminally underrated. I love the Ninjago movie. It's not the best Lego movie. It's a lot worse than the first Lego movie, that's for sure. That one is still my favorite Lego movie. The Ninjago movie, though, I think people give it too much garbage, I guess. It's totally fine in my opinion. You just got to separate it from the TV show, and then it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Can you eat this spaghetti? Of course you can. Spaghetti should be for everybody. Spaghetti is one of my favorite foods, so. Oh yeah. Haven't seen much of Skylar's personality. Wish I could see more of her. Yeah, I really hope that she comes back in a recent or an upcoming season, and maybe they could build off her personality a little more, build up her relationship with Kai. I think that'd be awesome. We need to see Skylar back, and we need to see her in a prominent role. That'd be nice. What are my thoughts on parts forming? Oh boy, kind of like a Transformers related question. I'm not a big fan of parts forming, gonna be honest. I think it's a really lazy way of designing a transforming figure. We've seen Lego do it too. Some of their transformations or converting vehicles literally just involve you taking off a part and putting it on somewhere else. It's not really a conversion as much as it is just reassembling something, and I really don't like that in terms of engineering for a transforming figure or a transforming toy, whatever you want to call it. Not a big fan of parts forming, both in the Transformers field and the Lego field. Not a big fan of it. What do I prefer, Day of the Departed or Season 11? Probably Season 11, gonna be honest. I'd rather watch that than Day of the Departed. And Season 11 is long compared to Day of the Departed. That's how much I don't like Day of the Departed. Day of the Departed had a really good idea. It actually had a really good concept. Unfortunately, execution-wise, it's not the best. They kind of missed the mark on that, in my humble opinion. Let's see. Who's my favorite ninja? Who's my favorite villain? Favorite ninja, probably Cole. Favorite villain, probably Garmadon. Probably going to settle on that. I also really like Chen and the Overlord, but Garmadon is hilarious. So, probably going to go with Garmadon as my favorite bad guy. How are we doing on the poll? Which bound is winning? Ooh, Skybound's winning just by a little bit, though. They're pretty close. If you haven't voted in the poll just yet, feel free to do so. Which season is the best out of those two, Skybound or Seabound? They're kind of neck and neck. but Skybound is winning just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. Let's see. Do I hate Nia? I do not. I do not hate Nia. Nia's not even my least favorite ninja. It's actually Kai. And with that being said, I don't hate Kai either. He just so happens to be my least favorite. What are my top 5 favorite seasons? Top 5, not really sure about. I could give you my top 3, though. Number 3 has got to be Master of the Mountain. Number 2 is Sons of Garmadon. And number 1 is Tournament of Elements. That's my top 3. Not sure about my top 5, but that's easily my top 3. Season 6, sure. Skybound. We're talking about Skybound. And there we go. Have some Skybound images. How about that? A gift from me to you. Merry Christmas. Here's some Skybound pictures. Enjoy. Do I think Cole will have a prominent role in the next season? I hope so. It'd be nice to see, Andrew Francis get a chance to shine as Cole, aside from, his role in the upcoming Ninjago short films. I don't know. I think if they push Cole to the background, it's nothing new, but I kind of hope that they don't do that this time around. Maybe they should give Cole a bigger story, because, in The Island and Seabound, he really didn't have that big of a role after having a lead role in Master of the Mountain. I think they should totally give him a chance to shine again. Every season kind of has like those ninja that are kind of sent to the background, not really used all that much. I'd very much like to see Kai have a lead role in this next season. That's like number 1 on my wish list for the next story. Give Kai a leading role, please. Let's see. What do I think would have happened if Jay never made his last wish? I mean, if he wished for something different, I guess Skybound would basically have destroyed the entirety of Ninjago. I mean, chunks of Ninjago were falling out of the sky. Ninjago City would probably be in ruins. It probably would not be a good time. Nia would be dead, because she died right before Jay made his last wish. It probably would not look good for Ninjago if Jay's last wish had never been wished, or if it was a little different. Am I sick of the time traveling? When was the last time we saw time traveling in Ninjago? Wasn't it Skybound? Or no, obviously it was Hands of Time. I'm dumb. Hands of Time was the last time we saw time travel. Time travel in Ninjago, I'm not a huge, hater of it. A lot of people really don't like to, a lot of people don't like that time travel solved Skybound's problem. But, what else were you going to do? I don't mind time travel when it's done right. I think Ninjago has a pretty good balance with it, though. Oh yeah, Golden Hour. We also saw it in there, too. Forgot about Golden Hour. Come on, I gotta start studying Ninjago more. Yeah, I don't think time travel's, overused in Ninjago or anything like that. Do I think we will see Golden Power again? Maybe right at the very end of the series. I'm hoping they, include it one more time before the series wraps up. But from what it's looking right now, we're probably never going to see Golden Power again, which is kind of unfortunate, but, it is what it is. I understand why they won't include it, so. Did I cry while watching Zane sacrifice himself in Season 3? Yeah, I remember crying. I still cry every time I watch it. I famously, though, or kind of hilariously, I don't remember crying during Nia's sacrifice in Seabound. I was just kind of like, well, that happened. Wonder what they're going to do with that. It definitely didn't hit as hard as Zane's did. Might be because I was a little younger when Zane sacrificed himself. Who knows? Do I like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin? Yeah, he's one of my favorite Spider-Man movie villains. Looking forward to seeing him in No Way Home. I love Willem Dafoe as an actor. He's a genius in my opinion. So, am I going to be reviewing Zane's suits tomorrow? In terms of the Zane tier list, that'll either be tomorrow or Wednesday. Haven't decided just yet when I want to do that. But that's either going to be tomorrow or Wednesday on these streams. So I still got to upload the Cole video. There's just been a lot going on this weekend in terms of Ninjago news. It's been kind of difficult to sit down and edit that video. But that will be released sometime this week. So just be patient. You'll see it. Excuse me. Whew, I need to take a sip of my water. Thirsty. Let's see. Seabound images. Yeah, some people have been asking for Seabound images for a while, so there you go. There's some Seabound pictures for you folks. Enjoy. Speaking of which, this poll is now even closer than what it was before. Skybound and Seabound are now even closer. So if you haven't voted just yet, feel free to do so. Let's see. Please do it tomorrow if you can. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do it tomorrow or Wednesday. Apologies if that kind of conflicts with some folks' schedules. I'm just not sure which day works best for me this week. If it's tomorrow, then it's tomorrow. If not, it's going to be on Wednesday. Apologies if that, kind of interferes with some of your guys' stuff. If there's ever, a chance where you can't watch the stream, that's totally okay. The streams will be uploaded on YouTube as videos, so you can always watch it there. I understand the appeal in wanting to, be here live, though. I get that. And thank you very much for that. Thanks for the support. Do I like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson? Yeah, J.K. Simmons is another fantastic actor. Him and Willem Dafoe are like the two best parts of the original Spider-Man movies, in my opinion. And they're both going to be in the new one, which is fantastic. Love it. Let's see. What if they were snakes with Vengestone armor? That'd be terrifying. We might see that in the near future. Who's to say? Best wave of sets. I think the Ninjago movie had the best sets out of any wave for Ninjago. I think the Ninjago movie absolutely nailed it when it came down to the sets. Some of the best design sets, and those sets still hold up today in terms of designs. A lot of them even rival the stuff that's coming out today for Ninjago. If you look at the Ninjago movie sets, they're amazing. So, yeah, probably the Ninjago movie had the best wave. Did I see The Rock in Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite in my life. But yeah, I did see that The Rock is in it. I also saw that Spider-Man's in it. Is that right? Those of you guys that play Fortnite, feel free to let me know in the chat. Isn't Spider-Man in that game now? I thought I saw something like that on the Twitters. Not sure, though. Hands of Time is your favorite season? Yeah, that's totally cool. For me, Hands of Time is kind of near the middle. It's kind of like a very average Ninjago season, in my opinion. Still great, but not as great as some other stuff that I've seen from the Plastic Ninja show, that's for sure. How tall am I? Last time I checked, I was 5'11", but that was like a year and a half ago. I might have grown to be 6 foot by now, who knows? Or maybe I shrunk. I don't know. I haven't measured myself in a while. Anywhere between 5'11" and 6 foot, I guess. I like to think I'm a respectable height. I don't mind my height. I was blessed with some long knees, I guess. Not a fan of Fortnite. Yeah, me neither. I've never played Fortnite before in my life. Never really saw the appeal in it. I remember my last year of high school, Fortnite was just coming out, and it was like this big thing. Everybody was playing it, and I'm just like, okay, what's the appeal in Fortnite? I don't understand. Is it the Battle Royale format? Because other games have that too. But then again, I'm not really a big video game guy, so what do I know? What do I know? Let's see. Who's happy that Cartoon Network is re-airing classic 2000 shows? Is that true? Is Cartoon Network actually doing that? It doesn't seem like something Cartoon Network would do. Famously, they're kind of, terrible when it comes to rerunning or re-airing older shows. If that's true, that's awesome. That's a step in the right direction for Cartoon Network. Now, all we need them to do is air Ninjago, and then it's perfect. Oh yeah, I play a lot of Pokemon, but that's about it in terms of games. Actually, I hope I'm going to change that pretty quick here. I recently got a PS5. I actually ended up grabbing one. They were available in my area at my local Target, and I managed to snag one last week. So I've been kind of playing the Spider-Man games again, been playing through those, and some new games are coming up that I kind of want. So maybe I'll get back into gaming a little more. I used to be real big into gaming back when I was in middle school, early high school. I used to play a lot on Xbox and PS4. So I'm hoping to get back into gaming. If there's any games that I should totally play on PS5, feel free to let me know, and I'll totally play some. Did I play the Ninjago movie game? I did. I did play that. I remember completing that. I think I 100%ed it, but then my file got corrupted or something on my PS4. So it's probably not going to be, my progress probably isn't there anymore. But yes, I have played the game. Should you buy the Ninjago City Gardens? You should. It's a pretty good set, but only if you can afford it. It's also pretty expensive, and if it's going to break your bank, probably pass on it. There's more important things to buy with your money than plastic ninjas, such as, food and water and rent if you, pay rent. So, play the Uncharted games. I have Uncharted 4, but I've never played it. It's actually still in the plastic because I never opened it. God of War. I've looked into God of War. That's actually kind of cool. I might end up playing that eventually. I've never played a God of War game before, though, so I'm not really sure what I'm getting myself into. Why is Fishies my name? Because when I was younger, when I was making my YouTube channel around the young age of 12 or 13, I ended up going fishing with my dad and caught a pretty impressive fish. Hence, the Fishies in my name. I'm not a big fan of fish. I don't eat fish, but I do fish occasionally, especially ice fishing. I totally need to start doing that again. I remember ice fishing. It was fun. Uncharted 4 is great. Uncharted 4 is the best of the series. Yeah, I've never played it. I still have it in the plastic, so maybe I'll open it up and play it. Who knows? Let's end off the poll here. We've been kind of sitting on this one for a while, and of these 2 seasons with Bound in their name, Skybound has won the ultimate poll. So, congratulations, Skybound fans, you win this round, but Seabound fans came pretty close. It was actually a pretty close poll, all things considered. Yeah, let's see. Mortal Kombat. I don't think I've played any of Mortal Kombat. I would like to, though, at some point. That'd be nice. Let's see. Do I like cake and cupcakes? Yeah, they're alright. Do you ever get uncomfortable watching Cole swim? Keep getting stressed out for some reason. Does Cole... Can he swim? I mean, yeah, he can, right? I can't remember what Cole looks like swimming, though. I might have to look into that. It sounds kind of funny. What do I think of Ratchet from Transformers? Kind of depends on the interpretation that you're looking at. Some of the Ratchet characters have been really cool. Some of them have not been. I think my favorite is from Transformers Prime, though. Transformers Prime Ratchet is amazing. He wasn't Master of the Mountain? That's right. I remember now. I gotta rewatch Ninjago. My goal, because all of the Wild Brain seasons are now on Netflix, my goal here soon is to rewatch all of Ninjago season 11 onwards. That's my goal here. And I actually have a couple of weeks off from school in a couple of weeks, so maybe I'll spend that time rewatching some Ninjago seasons. Can't really go wrong with that. Oh, are those kitties meowing in the background? I think so. You might hear some cats meowing in the background. It's just Waffle and Momo playing or doing something. Do I like Masako? Yeah, Masako's okay. A lot of people don't like her. I think she's fine. You know, I get why she did what she did, you know, abandoning Lloyd all those years ago. But hey, whatever works. Did I quit my full-time job for YouTube? I guess you can say that. I mean, I also moved before I made YouTube my job. But yeah, I was working at a grocery store, and I didn't like it all that much. The job itself was fine, just some of the people that I worked with were not all that great. So I moved away, new opportunities opened up for me. I was able to make YouTube my full-time job. And I've been like that for a little over a year now. And I've been pretty happy with myself. We've, made some pretty strong achievements here on the channel. We've reached 100,000 subscribers. It's awesome, I'm having a blast, talking about those plastic ninjas for a full-time job. Not everybody can say that they, do that for a living. So, yeah, I'm having fun. I don't regret my choices at all. Definitely a lot better for me doing YouTube, doing something that I like instead of being miserable. Some people say that YouTube's not like a real job, but you don't need to be miserable at your job in order for it to count as a real job. So, little bit of advice for some of you guys thinking about doing YouTube. Season 10 pictures, sure. Not Master of the Mountain. March of the Oni. I was gonna say, I almost said Master of the Oni. March of the Mountain. Fair enough. Let's see. Reviewing a kid's show about plastic ninjas. Oh yeah, it's a dream. Dream come true. And I don't regret my choices at all. I actually don't. It's a lot of fun. Poll suggestion. Best father figure, Dr. Julian, Ray, Ed, Lou. Alright, of those, who's the best dad? I gotcha. Why don't we do that? Let's see. Best dad of these. So, Dr. Julian. Don't know how to spell it, but I'm just going to spell it like that. Ray. Who else is on there for the best dad poll? Give me some Ninjago dads. Give me some names of Ninjago dads. We need 2 more. Oh, Ed, of course. And yeah, let's do Lou. Probably not going to do Garmadon, maybe for a different time. All right. Feel free to vote in this poll right here. Who's the best dad of these four? Not all the dads that exist in Ninjago, but of those four, who is the best papa? Who's the best dad to their ninja children? So, yeah, I'm not sure how to spell Julian. I think that's right. That's how I've always spelt it. So if that's wrong, I apologize. But you know, it is what it is. Ed 100% reminds me of my grandpa. I mean, yeah, Ed's pretty cool. Oh, look at all the votes for Lou. Only 4% of people voted for Lou. I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of Cole's dad, so I understand. And the one episode that we saw Cole's dad in, he wasn't that great of a guy. He was kind of a jerk to Cole. So, but he redeemed himself towards the end. You know, they made up. It's all good. Let's see. What about Garmadon? I would put Garmadon on there, but we don't have enough. Spaces. We can only put 4 at a time. So, but if your favorite dad is not on the list, feel free to drop whoever that is in the chat. Make up for it. Let's see. Just realized since that Skybound got reversed, Nauticon never freed his crew from those realms. I guess that is true. I wonder what realms they are in currently. Maybe they're in some realms that we haven't even seen before. Who knows? It'd be funny if someone ended up in Shima. Maybe like Flintlock was just abandoned in Shima for the longest time. Pops out of there. He's like, oh man, those animal people. I tell you. Let's see. Rewatched Ninjago so many times. I'm jealous. I need to start rewatching Ninjago soon. I used to rewatch it a lot, and then from season 11 onwards, admittedly, I haven't been rewatching it as much, but I probably should. Again, that's my goal here. I have a vacation coming up in the next few weeks, so probably going to spend that time rewatching some Ninjago. I also want to reorganize my Lego collection. That's something that I want to do. Reorganize my parts, reorganize my pieces. I want to start getting into mock building and stuff like that a little more, like I used to do when I was younger. Just finding old hobbies. Random question, do I like bananas? Yeah, they're okay. Bananas are fine, I like fruits, just as much as the next guy. Went grocery shopping recently. Actually got a whole bunch of fruits. We got raspberries, we got strawberries, we got all kinds of stuff. We got blueberries. We've been making smoothies. Those have been pretty good. Season 5 pictures? Sure. Let's see. Possession. I possess possession. Can you buy me sets? Hey man, if I had the funds, I would buy everybody in this chat a Ninjago set. But I unfortunately do not, because I am just a lowly college student who can barely afford to pay for my own Ninjago sets and my rent and my groceries and my bills. So unfortunately, I'm not in the position to purchase a whole bunch of Ninjago sets for all you guys, but if I could, I would, because you guys deserve it. So unfortunately, I cannot. Do I think it would be cool to have a season where they try to go to a realm full of destruction trying to escape? Like a chaos type realm? That could be kind of cool. It would constantly, be providing tension to the viewer, The ninja can't slow down or else they get killed or something like that. That could be interesting. Let's see. 100% completed the Ninjago movie game, Ninjago Ninjroids, and Ninjago Shadow of Ronin. That's quite impressive. You're quite the Ninjago gamer. I haven't played Shadow of Ronin. I do have Ninjroids somewhere. Ninjago Ninjroids. I do have that game lying around here somewhere, and I did complete the Ninjago movie game. Unfortunately, though, my file got corrupted, so I guess I didn't complete it. According to the game. The game doesn't know anything, though. Realm of Madness? Yeah, that could be cool. What do I think of the Splinter in the Blind Man's Eye? I haven't been keeping up with the recent chapters. Have they even been releasing new chapters? I kind of got to catch up with it. But from what I've read, it is pretty cool. I do like that story a lot. I just got to catch up with it. Not sure how many chapters they've released right now. But I do need to catch up. That's for sure. Is Shadow of Ronin even canon? Kind of depends on who you talk to. I personally don't think it is, but I know some people will say that it is. So again, just kind of depends on who you talk to. You can make it up, your own interpretation. Whatever you want it to be, it can be. If you want it to be canon, then it's canon. If you don't think it's canon, then it's not. Klaus released Nautocon's crew in the Dark Island. That's right, the Dark Island trilogy. Forgot about that. Klaus and the Sky Pirates doing their thing. What's my favorite season? Season 4. Tournament of Elements. That's for sure. Can I name 10 characters that can defeat the Overlord? Like, throughout anything? Or just specifically in Ninjago? Because in Ninjago, like, you kind of got slim pickings. I mean, Lloyd, sure, depending on how powerful he is. Zane has defeated him before. The first Spinjitzu Master kind of defeated the Overlord all those years ago. I'm not sure who could defeat the Overlord if, Ninjago were to merge with any other franchise. My first thought for some reason was the Overlord versus Thanos. Don't know what that's about. Do I like my Discord server? I mean, yeah, from what I see, the people there are kind of cool, I'm not in there too much though, so I can't really give you like an accurate depiction on what goes on there. Because as I mentioned, I don't really use Discord all that much. It's just not my favorite social media. Don't really use Discord. You're better off finding me on Instagram or Twitter, or even YouTube. I'm always on YouTube uploading videos and whatnot. So Overlord versus Darkseid, that could be interesting. Nautocon could probably do it. I've seen some arguments for Nautocon defeating the Overlord. I guess if he played his cards right, he could probably get the upper hand. Who's the best Ninjago villain? Probably Garmadon, I'd say. Garmadon is just, super well-rounded. He's been in a lot of Ninjago stories and seasons. He's probably the most... he probably has the most personality out of any Ninjago villain, in my opinion, of course. Let's see. Who's my favorite Elemental Master? Well, Skylar. She's kind of cool. Elemental Masters that aren't technically ninja. Skylar's awesome. Who are some other people from the tournament that are fun? Karloff is pretty cool. Nero is awesome. I like him a lot. Probably one of those three. Karloff is excellent. He's just a big teddy bear, Do I like Jurassic World? I mean, of the Jurassic Park movies that exist, I think only the first one is even worth anything. The first Jurassic World is okay. I really don't like Jurassic World 2. What was it, Fallen Kingdom? I really don't like that movie at all. I thought that one was the worst one. I'm looking forward to the new one, though. That should be exciting. I just think for the Jurassic Park series, the first one is the only one that's, worth anything. Kind of wish they didn't make any sequels. Let's see. Yeah, Ash is pretty cool, too. What if the Vengestone buyer is going to use Vengestone and mix it with some other substance? I mean, that could be, because Vengestone is kind of scarce from what we understand in Ninjago. Then again, Shintaro had a big mountain full of it, so what do I know? But yeah, I could totally see them mixing it in with something. I kind of had this thought in my head. If the Vengestone buyer is trying to get rid of elemental powers, for example, what's the best way to get rid of a lot of elemental powers at one given time? How do you affect all of Ninjago at one certain moment in time? I think it'd be cool if they mixed it in with the water, like, oh, there's something in the water. Oh, it's Vengestone flakes in the water. That way you could affect a lot of elemental masters that way, I imagine elemental masters need to drink water to survive, just like everyone else. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see something like that next season. Just kind of a random thought that I've had for a while. Mixing it in with the water. I mean, if I was the Vengestone buyer and I wanted to get rid of elemental powers, that's how I would do it. Or a gas in the air. Yeah, that could work too. I think the water would be a little bit more subtle, a little bit sneaky. A little bit less obvious than a huge gas cloud floating across the sky. But yes, that could work. A Vengestone virus, that could work too. Good idea. And Jay gets a water overdose and loses his powers. Yeah, Jay, when you think about it, Jay could be the only one that doesn't get his powers removed because he's completely sworn off water ever since Nia got sacrificed. I can't drink water because it reminds me of my kind of dead but not really girlfriend. So I'm not drinking water. But hey, everyone else who drinks the water has lost their powers. What a coincidence this is. If something like that actually happens, I guess I'm a psychic. Let's see. Do I think Dareth is the best ninja? Not even close. Not even close. I don't like Dareth all that much. Be the happiest person in the world if season 17 was a Ninjago Chima crossover. I mean, maybe. You never know. I don't think they're going. What am I saying? I don't think they're ever going to be crossing over with Chima, though. Chima is a realm that exists alongside Ninjago. That's been confirmed time and time again. But yeah, I'm not sure if Chima is going to be, the center of anything coming up soon. I mean, Chima's kind of canceled, right? Chima hasn't been relevant in the LEGO scene for quite a few years. When did it get discontinued? Was it 2015? 2016? Whenever Nexonites came out. Can't remember what year that was. If Lloyd were to get a pet, what would it be besides a dragon? I mean, yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind was a dragon. I don't know, maybe he could get like a snake or something, like a pet snake. That'd be cool. I mean, snakes were his earliest ninja symbol, so maybe a pet snake, green snake, or maybe a purple snake. Name it Pythor. Season 1 pictures? Sure. Going back to where it all began. Of course, if you completely disregard the pilots, how we doing on the dad poll? Who's winning? Dr. Julian is winning with the most amount of votes. Next we have Ed, is in second place. Ray is in third, and Lou is in fourth with only 4% of the votes. Rest in peace, Lou. Not really doing so hot on the polls there, buddy. But Dr. Julian is winning, which is fair. I like Dr. Julian. Lloyd needs a therapy dog. He needs something. That kid's probably super messed up with everything that's happened to him over the years. Would I approve if Ninjago focuses on the next generation of Elemental Masters? Oh yeah, for sure. After the current Ninjago story wraps up, I've always thought that could be a fun idea. Focus on the ninja's kids or a different group of Elemental Masters. Focus on a new ninja team. That's a way to, keep the Ninjago brand going while also keeping the story kind of fresh, focusing on a new batch of characters. I thought that they were going to do that at one point. I remember when I was really young, I saw the season 1 images for the first time, the set images that leaked, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I kind of made the connection that these new group of ninja were in fact new characters and not just the same characters with Kendo armor and ZX armor. Not sure what made me think that they were new characters altogether, though. So, if they were to do that at one point, like I said, I would not be upset. I think that'd be awesome. Continue the story while also keeping it fresh. Can't really go wrong there. Let's see. Let's see. What else do we got? All the ninja definitely have mental issues. I mean, they're all probably going through some stuff, especially after Nia's sacrifice. Let's be real. It's going to be like the same thing that happened when Zane sacrificed himself. They're probably not going to be able to function as a team. I mean, at least they know that Nia's like somewhat alive, so that's something, As far as the ninja were concerned, when Zane sacrificed himself, he was dead. At least with Nia, she's still alive. It is what it is. Will I ever work for Ninjago? If so, that'd be awesome. I'd love to be like a writer or something like that. If anybody from the Ninjago staff is watching, I'll work for free. You don't even have to pay me. That would be super cool, though. Maybe one day. Let's see. Remember in a stream very long ago, I mentioned the idea of Cole having a son named Kirby. Months later, you named his son Kirby in your script. Was that a coincidence? I think that might have stuck with me in my head. Not sure. I just think, Cole's son being named Kirby, his theoretical son, that'd be awesome. Whoa, pizza time. From Jose Contreras. We'll get to you in a second, my friend. Thank you for the $4.99. But yeah, Cole having a son named Kirby, I just thought that'd be a really sweet idea, Yeah, that might have stuck with me. Can't remember where I thought of that. Might have been from one of those older streams. Again, Jose Contreras with the $4.99. Imagine if Kai and Jay learn the fusion dance in season 16. That'd be fun. They could fuse into one fire and lightning style being. Not sure in what context that would work, but hey, it is a fun idea nonetheless. Thank you for the $4.99. And with that being said, you guys, we only have a couple of minutes left in the stream, so why don't we turn things over and take a look at some rapid-fire questions. If you guys have any questions for me that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, feel free to, let me know. Feel free to spam some questions in the chat, and we can totally wrap up the stream with that. So, might be a fun way to do that. Let's end off the poll, though, really quick. Dr. Julian won. Congratulations, fans of Dr. Julian. Let's see. There you go. Dr. Julian won, with Ed coming in second, Ray in third, and Lou in fourth with only 3% of the votes. Rest in peace, Lou. Favorite Ninjago suits? Probably the elemental kimonos. Those are always fun to look at for me. How did I choose my profile picture? I'm not sure what made me pick Zane's symbol. I maybe just thought it looked the best out of all of the ninja symbols that were out at the time. I wanted it to be some type of symbol. But yeah, it's just been stuck with me for the last couple of years, and changing it now would seem kind of weird. So I guess that's the quick story behind it. Oh, excuse me. Guess that's the quick story behind it. What would happen if they rebooted Chima and made it better and connected to the Ninjago story? I wouldn't complain. Is there enough of a market, though, to reboot Chima? That's the ultimate question. I personally wouldn't mind seeing a Chima reboot or anything like that, but yeah, I'm not sure if that would make sense for LEGO to do something like that. Let's see. Why do I have fishies in my name? Because when I was younger, I caught a fish and I thought it was cool. And it was around the same time that I was making my YouTube channel, so I was like, yes. Combine my first name with this fish that I caught. Why do I only stream for 1 hour? Just because it works best for my schedule. I also have a lot of other things to do during the day aside from streaming. If I could stream for longer, I totally would, but as it is right now, an hour during the weekdays is, enough time. It's perfect. Please sing the Ninjago theme song. Maybe one day I'll do that. If we get to 200,000 subscribers, maybe I'll do that. So subscribe if you haven't already. Nature element thoughts. I think it's cool. It's kind of similar to what I would like to see for like a jungle elemental power. I think nature as an element makes sense and it looks cool, in battle. So no real complaints from me. Bolobo himself is a pretty interesting fellow. Favorite Ninjago intro, yours is Possession. Nice. What did I say was my favorite intro? We just ranked them on a tier list a while ago, but I can't remember what I put as number 1. Just off the top of my head, though, the originals are iconic. Skybounds is pretty cool. Tournaments is excellent. Maybe one of those. Do I watch Tommy In It? I do not. Isn't that like a Minecraft guy or something? I have not watched his content. Will I do a face reveal? I do have a face reveal up on the channel. We did one for 100,000 subscribers. Once we hit that milestone, feel free to look for that video if you haven't done so already to see what my face looks like. Do I like Cole and Nia together? I prefer Jay and Nia, but Cole and Nia is still a pretty good couple in my opinion. They could work if you really thought about it, but I don't think they would work as well as Jay and Nia do. So. Just my quick thoughts on that. I'm not like one of those people that hates Cole and Nia together. They're okay. They were alright. Should Echo Zane be brought back as a villain? They were going to do that with Mr. E, but that idea ended up getting scrapped. If they were to bring him back, though, in any capacity, that'd be awesome. Fingers crossed. Do I like Jay's hair from his date with Nia? I remember being so confused when I was younger watching Ninjago for the first time, and randomly in episode 8, Jay has different hair. I remember thinking to myself, is this the new standard going forward? Is this what Jay's hair is going to look like? Thankfully, that's not the case. That haircut did appear later on in the series, again, at a few different points, but, I was just kind of confused more than anything. I was just like, why? Why'd they change it? That's so awkward. And then later they changed the haircuts for everybody. Thoughts on the element of time? Pretty cool element. I thought Ninjago handled that well. I like the idea of giving the time power to twins because, each twin controls different aspects of time. I think that's an excellent idea. And let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. Going a little overtime, but that's okay. Doesn't hurt to go a little overtime. But let's do one more question. One more big question. Let's see. Whoa. I found one that I wanna talk about. Where'd that question go? Am I friends with any other Ninjago creators? Generic Stud, Spitbricks, Bricks by Mind. Generic Stud I've never talked to in my life. I haven't watched his videos, and I don't think he's ever tried to reach out to me, so I don't really talk to Generic Stud, nothing personal, just haven't really, introduced ourselves to each other yet. Spitbricks I remember talking to a little bit back in the day, but I haven't talked to him recently, and Bricks by Mind, I don't think we've ever talked. In terms of if I'm friends with other Ninjago YouTubers, I do have some friends in the community. Marvelous Jan, Four Corners, they're both really cool people. You should totally check out their channels. But yeah, in terms of like collaborating with other Ninjago channels, obviously you guys know I'm not big on that. I will do it, but you know, I'm not big on collaborating for various reasons. But yeah, I suppose this community, I do have some friends, but I don't really talk to a lot of people. I kind of just stick with myself in my own little area. So I guess that's just I guess that's my answer to that question. And let's wrap up the stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. This is our streaming schedule. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. And that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream, you guys. Thank you so much for checking that out here today. This is our end screen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's get some hugs in the chat. It's a good way to end off the stream, spamming some hugs. I'll put a couple in there for you guys. Look at that. Look at all the hugs. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Thanks a lot for checking out this stream, you guys. We will be back tomorrow with another live stream, same time, so be sure to tune in. And yeah, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts and my stream here today. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, asking questions, hanging out. It's always fun to stream for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed it enough to come back tomorrow, because we are streaming same time tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks a lot for checking this one out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.